coverage and support to ensure adequate dissemination of information. His re-election took place during the 7th Annual General Assembly of the network held in Abuja. A communique issued at the end of the meeting and signed by representatives of all ECOWAS member states confirmed Olukoyede's re-election through a consensus renewal of mandate. They cited his remarkable leadership and commitment to advancing the fight against trans-border economic and financial crimes in the sub-region. A statement by the EFCC spokesman, Dele Oyewale, noted that Olukoyede, along with other members of the Nasiwa Executive Committee, will serve another 3-year term following the renewal of their mandate. The EFCC chairman, however, urged member states to integrate the guidelines into their respective national anti-corruption frameworks to ensure harmonized regional implementation. No fewer than 6,064 foreign nationals, mostly children, sought asylum in Nigeria between January and August 2023. Data obtained from the United Nations Human Rights Council, Nigeria, showed that most asylum seekers originated from Cameroon, Syria, the Democratic Republic of Congo, the Central African Republic, Lebanon, Chad, Palestine, and Sudan. The army and the paramilitary rapid support forces have fought themselves since April 2023, according to the National Commission for Refugees, Migrant and Internally Displaced Persons. 4,337 asylum seekers are from Cameroon, 843 from Syria, 271 from Central African Republic, and 261 from Sudan. They also include 88 Congolese, 35 Chadians, 33 Palestinians, and 103 from other countries. The Oyo State government has prioritized maternal and child health by strengthening primary health care systems, expanding access to skilled birth attendant, and promoting digital health innovations. The State Commissioner for Health, Dr. Oluwaserimi Ajetumobi, made this known during the Maternal and Newborn Mortality Education Innovation Initiative MAMI workshop held in Ibadan. Details are presented by Governor's Office correspondent Olalikon Sulaiman.
Maternal and Newborn Mortality Reduction Innovation Initiative MAMI workshop was convergence of vision, expertise, and commitment to one of the most pressing challenges confronting the health sector in Nigeria. Declaring the event open, the Oyo State Commissioner for Health, Dr. Oluwaserimi Ajetumobi, explained that the program was designed to explore effective strategies for reducing maternal mortality to the barest minimum across the state. Dr. Ajetumobi urged all stakeholders present to serve as ambassadors of the Maternal and Newborn Mortality Reduction Innovation Initiative, MANI, and to ensure that its message and objective are effectively disseminated throughout the society.
What is causing maternal mortality? We go to our communities to find out. We visit some people to know, like a group discussion interview, to know what is going on, what are the things that we need to look into. Is it delay in taking decision? Is it delay at the hospital setting? Probably we get to the hospital and find out they need to have certain equipment and it's not readily available. Or maybe in our community, instead of women coming to come and register for antenatal care, they are busy doing some other things. So we want to know what are the things causing this delay and bringing on maternal mortality. Because we hope that by co-creating this event, everybody will come together and we are going to come out with a plan to be able to tackle the issue of maternal mortality and neonatal mortality in Oyo State.
Delivering sensitization lectures on MAMI, the Oyo State MAMI coordinator, Dr. Oluwatumise Adiagbo, and the National Coordinator of Sector-Wide Approach, SWAP, Dr. Mutanga Sadiq Umar, who spoke through Omoru Iyain, revealed that statistics indicate about 172 local government areas across Nigeria have high maternal and newborn mortality rates, with 4 of those located in Oyo State. They expressed optimism that the workshop would generate practical solutions to significantly reduce maternal and newborn death in the affected local government areas of Oyo State.
You can see all stakeholders across board have been mobilized and invited for us to sit down and have a plan on how we want to crash this burden. We will be going to the field, essentially, where this maternal deaths happen.
Everybody who's going to be part of this exercise, go to those communities, find out what truly the challenges are, and work with the stakeholders, the partners, the government officials, and everybody to co-create solutions to those problems.
Earlier in his opening address, the Permanent Secretary, Ministry of Health, Dr. Akintunde Ayinde, stated that the state focus will center on implementing community-driven solutions aimed at improving health literacy, promoting male involvement, and enhancing emergency transportation systems, among others. In their separate goodwill messages, the chairman of the Oyo State Hospital Management Board, Dr. Akin Fagbemi, the executive secretary of the Primary Health Care Board, Dr. Muideen Olatuji, the executive secretary of the Oyo State Health Insurance Agency, Dr. Shola Akande, and the Iyaloja of Ibadan, Chief Iswat Amerigo, reaffirmed their commitment to supporting efforts that will strengthen sustainable healthcare delivery across the state. The event was attended by notable personalities, including the Balogun of Ibadan, Obatajuddin Ajibola, as well as religious leaders. Olalekan Sulaiman, BCOS News.
700 pupils of St. David's Primary Schools 1, 2, and 3 Kudeti, Ibadan received free school uniforms courtesy of the Rofi Edwards Empowerment Initiative. The school uniforms were handed over to the pupils at a ceremony witnessed by government representatives, education sector stakeholders, and community leaders. Our reporter, Olamide Owolabi, covered the event held within the school premises. Her report.
Continuous efforts to support the government put smiles on the face of pupils and boost their morale within the learning environment. The Rofi Edwards Empowerment Initiative distributed school uniforms to pupils of St. David's Primary School 1, 2, and 3 Kudeti. Speaking at the event, the convener of the initiative, Princess Adedolapo Oni, explained that Rofi Edwards Empowerment Initiative is a non-governmental organization established 5 years ago in honor of our late parents and is dedicated to touching lives and spreading hope. She stressed further that the organization's major focus is on its food bank project, adding that the school uniform distribution exercise was inspired by observation that some pupils attended classes in torn uniforms.
We run a food bank. I've been doing it for years. The charity is in my parents' name, and it's something I've been doing on my own for years. But then now we have so many donors on board that are supporting the project. We go from school to school to give food. It's a food bank, so we give out raw food periodically. One of our visits to this school, we saw that some of the students were in very terrible uniforms. The uniforms were torn and really terrible. So I think that day we replaced about 20 uniforms on the spot. And then we decided to raise money to do for the whole school, which is why we're here today.
In their separate remarks, the Commissioner for Women Affairs and Social Inclusion, Mrs. Tony Balogun, represented by Mrs. Bola Dada, and Special Advisor to Governor on Federal Constituency Matters, Dare Adeleke, commended the gesture, described it as a service to humanity.
And I usually tell people anywhere I go that having an empowerment program, it's a service to God and to humanity. If you are not passionate about it, you can't get it. And that's one of our trust in the Ministry of Women Affairs and Social Inclusion. I want to appreciate you, ma'am, for the initiative of the Project Nourish thing. It's a good initiative. I commend your initiative.
Because we haven't seen so much of such strikes of people trying to put up something for the government. And we are using this opportunity to speak to the whole country, to your state as well. That don't wait for what government is going to do for you. Don't wait for that. You should strive to make sure that things are happening. And this is exactly the foundation is doing.
The head of schools, St. David's Primary Schools, Kudeti, Comrade Oluseyin Olanino, who expressed appreciation to the convener, emphasized that it will improve pupils' attendance.
This is not their first time in my school, and they are really trying. They really support us, support our learners on so many aspects. They have been here more than 2 or 3 times.
The highlights of the event, which also had representatives from Ibadan Southeast Local Government, SUBEB, and the Nigerian Union of Teachers (NUT) in attendance, was the presentation of uniforms to the beneficiaries. Olamide Owolabi, BCOS News.
You can watch us on GoTV, channel 134 and channels 113 on Star Times. And now before I go, dumping of waste in the waterways aid flooding, avoid disaster. That ends the media news. Thank you for joining us. Good afternoon.
Leadership of some of these institutions, there are people that we had confidence in that should be able to perform adequately well, and we saw
it all by their own.
We saw that some of them have even proved themselves to be worthy of the position they were holding. And that is why there must be thorough investigation of what actually happened and what led to the unfortunate things that happened.
Unbeatable. That's the BCOS for you. Yeah, BCOS TV. Oluyole 90.5 FM Ibadan. Ajile Show.
Ẹ káàsán, a kú iṣẹ́ látàárọ̀. Ìròyìn ọjọ́ kan rí ni mo mú wá fún yín. Bùnmi Elégbèdé lórúkọ tèmi. Ilé aṣòfin àgbà yóò ṣe àyẹ̀wò lónìí fún ọ̀jọ̀gbọ́n Joash Ojo Amupitan fún ipò alága àjọ elétò ìdìbò nílẹ̀ wa INEC. Èyí jẹyọ nínú ìwé tí olùdarí fétò ìròyìn fúnlé aṣòfin àgbà Bùlá Audu Bihala fi síta tó fi ṣiṣọ́ ọwọ́ sí àwọn oníròyìn nílùú Àbújá. Ìgbésẹ̀ yìí wáyé lẹ́yìn wákàtí 24 tí ààrẹ Bọ́lá Tinubu fi ìwé ṣọwọ́ nípa àyẹ̀wò ọ̀jọ̀gbọ́n Amupitan náà sí ilé aṣòfin, èyí tí olórí ilé aṣòfin àgbà aṣòfin Godswill Akpabio kà sétí gbọ́ àwọn aṣòfin yòókù níbi ìjókòó ilé. Ìyànsípò ọ̀jọ̀gbọ́n Amupitan wáyé lẹ́yìn tí ìgbìmọ̀ májòbàjẹ́ nílẹ̀ wa fọwọ́ sí lọ́sẹ̀ tó kọjá. Èyí sì ṣàfihàn àyípadà gbòógì ní àjọ elétò ìdìbò nílẹ̀ wa lẹ́yìn tí ọ̀jọ̀gbọ́n Mahmood Yakubu ti lo ọdún mẹ́wàá ní ipò àkóso àjọ náà. Ààrẹ Tinubu sì jẹ́ kó di mímọ̀ pé ìgbésẹ̀ yìí wà ní ìbámu pẹ̀lú òfin ilẹ̀ wa. Ó sì rọ ilé aṣòfin àgbà náà láti tètè fọwọ́ sí orúkọ ọ̀jọ̀gbọ́n Àmúpìtàn. Wáyé o, alága àjọ tó ń gbógun ti ìwà jẹgúdújẹrá nídìí ètò ọrọ̀ ajé lórílẹ̀‐èdè yìí Ọlá Olúkóyèdé ni wọ́n tún yàn padà gẹ́gẹ́ bí alága àwọn iléeṣẹ́ tó ń gbógun ti ìwà jẹgúdújẹrá nídìí ètò ọrọ̀ ajé lẹ́kùn ìwọ̀ oòrùn ilẹ̀ Áfíríkà. Àtúnyànsípò rẹ̀ wáyé níbi ìpàdé gbogbogbò ẹlẹ́ẹ̀keje ikọ̀ náà tó wáyé nílùú Àbújá. Àtẹ̀jáde tí wọ́n fi síta lópin ìpàdé náà tí àwọn aṣojú àwọn ọmọ àjọ ECOWAS fọwọ́ sí fìdí àtúnyànsípò Olúkóyèdé múlẹ̀ láti pàṣẹ fífẹnukò yan òun nìkan fún ipò náà láìsí alátakò. Ikọ̀ náà ṣàkàwé àwọn àṣeyọrí àti ìfarajìn ọ̀gbẹ́ni Olúkóyèdé sí ìgbógun ti ìwà jẹgúdújẹrá nídìí ètò ọrọ̀ ajé láwọn ẹnubodè kan sí òmíràn lẹ́kùn yìí. Àtẹ̀jáde tí agbẹnusọ fún àjọ EFCC Délé Oyèwálé fi síta wòye pé ọ̀gbẹ́ni Olúkóyèdé àtàwọn ọmọ ìgbìmọ̀ aláṣẹ nàṣíwà náà yóò ṣiṣẹ́ fún sáà ọdún mẹ́ta mìíràn. Àmọ́ ṣá o, alága àjọ tó ń gbógun ti ìwà jẹgúdújẹrá nídìí ètò ọrọ̀ ajé nílẹ̀ Nàìjíríà tí wàá rọ àwọn ọmọ àjọ ECOWAS tí wọ́n jọ wà nínú ikọ̀ náà láti rí dájú pé wọ́n gbé ìlànà tó yẹ kalẹ̀ láti jùmọ̀ ṣe gbogbo rẹ̀ papọ̀ fún ìfẹsẹ̀múlẹ̀ òfin lẹ́kùn yìí. Kò dín ní ọmọ ilẹ̀ òkèèrè 6,464 tí ọ̀pọ̀ wọn jẹ́ ọmọdé tí wọ́n fìfẹ́ hàn láti ṣàtìpó lórílẹ̀‐èdè Nàìjíríà láàrin oṣù kìíní oṣù kẹjọ ọdún 2023. Àkójọpọ̀ àkọsílẹ̀ yìí látọ̀dọ̀ ìgbìmọ̀ tó ń rí sí ẹ̀tọ́ ọmọnìyàn lájọ ìṣọ̀kan orílẹ̀-èdè àgbáyé èyí tí iléeṣẹ́ rẹ̀ wà lórílẹ̀-èdè yìí gbé síta fi hàn pé ọ̀pọ̀ àwọn tó fẹ́ ṣàtìpó lórílẹ̀-èdè yìí náà ni wọ́n wá láti orílẹ̀-èdè Cameroon, Syria, ilẹ̀ olómìnira Congo, àárín gbùngbùn ilẹ̀ Áfíríkà, Lebanon, Chad, Palestine pẹ̀lú Sudan. Iléeṣẹ́ ọmọ ogun àtàwọn iléeṣẹ́ tí iṣẹ́ wọn farapẹ́ ti ọmọ ogun láwọn orílẹ̀-èdè náà ni wọ́n wà kó pẹ̀lú ara wọn láti oṣù kìíní ọdún 2023. Gẹ́gẹ́ bí àjọ tó ń ṣàkóso àwọn èèyàn tó ń ṣàtìpó àwọn arìnrìn-àjò àtàwọn èèyàn tí ogun ti sọ di aláìnílé lórí ti wí, èèyàn 4,000,397 tí wọ́n jẹ́ ọmọ orílẹ̀-èdè Cameroon ló fìfẹ́ hàn láti ṣàtìpó nílẹ̀ Nàìjíríà, nígbà tí ọmọ ilẹ̀ Syria 2,603, èèyàn 4,291 láti àárín gbùngbùn ilẹ̀ Áfíríkà pẹ̀lú ọmọ ilẹ̀ Sudan 201 tí wọ́n fìfẹ́ hàn láti ṣàtìpó lórílẹ̀‐èdè yìí. Bákan náà, ọmọ ilẹ̀ Congo 92, ọmọ ilẹ̀ Chad 45, ọmọ ilẹ̀ Palestine 43. Akọ̀ròyìn wa Ọlálékan Sulaiman.
Ìyá kan ò lè dágbó ṣe, ìyá tó wà tó lóyún ọkùnrin kan ṣáà ló fún lóyún, ilé kan ló ti wá. Kí ló ń ṣẹlẹ̀ nínú ilé tó.
Àti alákòóso ètò kan tí wọ́n pè ní sector wide, dókítà Mutanga Sodiq Umar tí Ọmọrúyì Ìyáhẹn fiṣẹ́ rẹ̀ jẹ́ kó di mímọ̀ pé ìjọba ìbílẹ̀ 92 ní tìbútòrò orílẹ̀-èdè yìí ní ikú ìyá àti ìkókó lọ́jọ́ ìkúnlẹ̀ pọ̀ sí jùlọ tí ìpínlẹ̀ Ọ̀yọ́ sì wà ní ipò 4. Wọ́n fi ìrètí hàn pé ìdánilẹ́kọ̀ọ́ náà yóò wá ọ̀nà àbáyọ sí ìpèníjà yìí. Bákan náà, nínú ọ̀rọ̀ ìkíni káàbọ̀ rẹ̀, akọ̀wé àgbà iléeṣẹ́ ètò ìlera nípínlẹ̀ Ọ̀yọ́ dókítà Akíntúndé Àyìndé ṣàlàyé pé àfojúsùn ìpínlẹ̀ Ọ̀yọ́ ní láti ṣàmúlò àwọn ọ̀nà tí ìgbélárugẹ yóò fi bá ẹ̀kọ́ àti ìmọ̀ kíkún nípa ìlera tó pójú owó nípínlẹ̀ yìí, lílọ́wọ́ àwọn ọkùnrin àti mímú ìgbélárugẹ bá ìgbòkègbodò ọkọ̀ lásìkò pàjáwìrì tó fi mọ́ àwọn nǹkan mìíràn. Nínú ọ̀rọ̀ ọ̀tọ̀ọ̀tọ̀ wọn, alága àjọ tó ń ṣàkóso àwọn ilé ìwòsàn nípínlẹ̀ Ọ̀yọ́ ọ̀gbẹ́ni Akin Fágbèmí àti akọ̀wé àgbà àjọ elétò ìlera alábọ́dé nípínlẹ̀ Ọ̀yọ́ dókítà Muideen Ọlátúnjí, akọ̀wé àgbà àjọ adójútòfò ìlera nípínlẹ̀ Ọ̀yọ́ dókítà Ṣọlá Àkàndé, ìyálọ́jà tilẹ̀ Ìbàdàn olóyè Iswat Amẹ́rìgùn. Wọ́n ṣàtẹnumọ́ ìfaraẹnijìn àti àtìlẹ́yìn wọn lọ́nà àti fẹsẹ̀ ìlera tó péjú owó múlẹ̀ ní tìbútòrò ìpínlẹ̀ Ọ̀yọ́. Àwọn èèkàn àwùjọ nínú ìta ti rí Balógun tilẹ̀ Ìbàdàn Ọba Tajudeen Ajíbọ́lá àti àwọn aṣáájú ẹlẹ́sìn ìjẹsìn gbogbo ni wọ́n péjú síbi ètò náà. Bùnmi Elégbèdé ló ń ròyìn fún iléeṣẹ́ BC.
Àjọ Rufy Edwards pín aṣọ ilé ẹ̀kọ́ fáwọn akẹ́kọ̀ọ́ nílé ẹ̀kọ́ alákọ̀ọ́bẹ̀rẹ̀ St David's tí wọ́n dá sílẹ̀ lọ́dún 5 sẹ́yìn láti fi bu ọlá fún àwọn òbí rẹ̀ tó ti papòdà. tí àfojúsùn rẹ̀ sì jẹ́ láti ní ipa rere lórí ọmọnìyàn àti láti fún àwọn èèyàn ní ìrètí. Ó ṣàlàyé síwájú sí pé àfojúsùn gbòógì tí àjọ náà ní ló dá lórí ìpèsè oúnjẹ. Láfikún pé ohun tó bí pínpín aṣọ ilé ẹ̀kọ́ fáwọn akẹ́kọ̀ọ́ ọ̀hún ni àkíyèsí pé díẹ̀ lára àwọn akẹ́kọ̀ọ́ ilé ẹ̀kọ́ alákọ̀ọ́bẹ̀rẹ̀ ń wọ aṣọ tó ti fàya lọ sílé ẹ̀kọ́.
NGO yìí ní orúkọ ìyá àti bàbá mi ni, so àwọn ti ṣaláìsí, so this is just láti fi rántí wọn, láti fi máa ṣe ìrántí wọn ni mo fi bẹ̀rẹ̀ pé ká máa fáwọn aláìní lóúnjẹ. So láti bẹ̀ lọ a dẹ̀ ti develop àti bọ́ sí tẹ́lẹ̀ a máa lọ sí ojú títì a máa fáwọn èèyàn lóúnjẹ àwọn tá a bá rí lójú títì. So ìsín since wọ́n ti fún wa permission láti lọ sí schools à lọ school à fún wọn lóúnjẹ, and we hope pé in future nǹkan tá à ń try láti ṣe ni pé ká máa fún wọn lóúnjẹ lójoojúmọ́ every day, so at least àwọn máa mọ̀ pé táwọn bá wá sí school wọ́n á jẹ oúnjẹ tó dáa kán tó lọ sílé.
Nínú ọ̀rọ̀ ọ̀tọ̀ọ̀tọ̀ wọn, kọmíṣánná fọ́rọ̀ àwọn obìnrin nípínlẹ̀ Ọ̀yọ́ arábìnrin Tóyìn Balógun tí arábìnrin Bọ́lá Dàda ṣojú fún àti olùbádámọ̀ràn pàtàkì gómìnà lórí ọ̀rọ̀ ẹkùn ìdìbò ìjọba àpapọ̀ Dáre Adélékè wọ́n gbóríyìn fún ọwọ́ rẹ̀ náà. Wọ́n ṣàpèjúwe rẹ̀ gẹ́gẹ́ bí ṣíṣiṣẹ́ sin ọmọnìyàn.
Gọ́ọ̀mẹ̀ntì sọ pé káwọn aráàlú náà kó wọn tí wọ́n lè ṣe fún gọ́ọ̀mẹ̀ntì kò ń ṣe tí gọ́ọ̀mẹ̀ntì kan wọn máa ṣe fún wọn. Irú ẹ̀ táwọn ìfẹ́ ẹ̀dùn ṣe lé nìyí, ìjọba ìpínlẹ̀ Ọ̀yọ́ náà máa wo bí wọ́n ṣe fẹ́ dúró tì wọ́n láti make sure pé wọ́n polongo tí wọ́n ṣe káàkiri.
Ọ̀gá àgbà ilé ẹ̀kọ́ alákọ̀ọ́bẹ̀rẹ̀ St David's Comrade Olúṣèyẹ Ọláníyan tóun náà gbóríyìn fún olùdásílẹ̀ àjọ náà. Ó ṣàtẹnumọ́ rẹ̀ pé ìgbésẹ̀ yìí yóò túbọ̀ jẹ́ káwọn akẹ́kọ̀ọ́ máa wá sílé ẹ̀kọ́ dáadáa.
Ohun tí Edward Foundation ṣe ó jọ wá lójú rẹ̀ wá lẹ́nu torí pé wọ́n ti wà pẹ̀lú wa for more than 4-5 years tí wọ́n dẹ̀ ti ran àwọn akẹ́kọ̀ọ́ wa lọ́wọ́. Ohun tí wọ́n tún wá ṣe lénìí ó jẹ́ ohun ìyàlẹ́nu fún wa.
Lára ohun tó tún wáyé níbi ètò ọ̀hún, èyí tí àwọn aṣojú láti ìjọba ìbílẹ̀ ìlà oòrùn gúúsù Ìbàdàn, àwọn aṣojú àjọ SUBEB àtàwọn aṣojú ẹgbẹ́ àwọn olùkọ́ bá wọn péjú sí ní pínpín aṣọ ilé ẹ̀kọ́ fáwọn akẹ́kọ̀ọ́ tó jàǹfààní ètò náà. Títí Lọ́pẹ́ Bóyèdé ló ń ròyìn fún iléeṣẹ́ BCOS.
Láti túbọ̀ jẹ̀gbádùn àwọn ìròyìn tó ń jáde níléeṣẹ́ wa àtàwọn ìròyìn mìíràn, ẹ darapọ̀ mọ́ wa lórí ẹ̀rọ GoTV ní ìkànnì 454 àti lórí ẹ̀rọ Star Times ní ìkànnì 43. Kí n tó parí ìròyìn yìí, ìwọ náà ronú sí ohun tí yóò mú ìdàgbàsókè bá orílẹ̀-èdè yìí yóò jù wá ṣe o. Ìròyìn ọjọ́ kan rí kò ní jù báyìí lọ. Aago 7 kọjá ìṣẹ́jú 15 la ó mú ìròyìn ìpínlẹ̀ Ọ̀yọ́ wá fún yín. Títí dìgbà náà, ẹ máa yáṣẹ́ o.